What's going on, everyone? It's Joe here, back with Jar Jar Jargon. If this is your first time in the channel, hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 1,000 subscribers and we are getting really close. So today I wanted to do a little speculation about which characters we might see die in season 1 of Ahsoka. Pretty much all the Mandoverse era shows outside of season 2 of The Mandalorian have had a pretty big character death. In season 1 of The Mandalorian, we got Quill. In season 3, we allegedly got Gideon, and of course in the Book of Boba Fett we got Cad Bane, which I guess would also be a maybe, because come to think of it, Lucasfilm seems to, as of late, been bringing more characters back to life than leaving them dead. Nonetheless though, I think we are definitely gonna see at least some sort of important character die in season 1 of Ahsoka. There's definitely gonna be some sort of big conflict that takes place between episodes 7 and 8, and although it is likely that Thrawn is gonna become victorious and return to the main galaxy, I think that we could see some of his allies fall in the process. Probably the most likely death that I see happening in the show would be Balin's skull, and obviously that's a pretty easy answer because Ray Stevenson has passed in real life and we're not going to see his character in future seasons. Now, whether or not it was originally meant to play out this way is kind of up in the air, but I think it would make sense for Ahsoka to kind of get her redemption arc completed by defeating him, considering that she lost last time that they dueled. We also know that Balin and Shen currently are out hunting for Ezra and Sabine, and we know Ahsoka's about to join them, so it wouldn't make a lot of sense to have them all fight again and there not to be any casualties. I think Balin is probably the most likely. I could see him even sacrificing himself to save Shen. Either way, I hope we get to see his character kind of continued on through animation or maybe comics or books or some other form. Ray Stevenson absolutely knocked it out of the park with this character. I think Balin is probably the most intriguing character in the entire show. Another character I could easily see not making it to season 2 would be Morgan Elsbeth. Now, we've already seen her duel Ahsoka in season 2 of The Mandalorian, although briefly it looks like Ahsoka won that battle. I wouldn't be surprised to see them duel again. Actually, the actress that plays Morgan Elsbeth kind of alluded to it in an interview, so I think once again Ahsoka probably wins that fight just like she did last time, unless this is what kind of allows maybe her and Thrawn to escape. Maybe she somehow stops Ahsoka from stopping them from escaping. So I definitely think that there's a possibility that we're going to see Morgan Elsbeth die in season 1, but right now I'm kind of leaning more towards she's going to be in season 2. She's going to be there to assist Thrawn. And speaking of assisting Thrawn, I think Thrawn's new second in command, Captain Enoch, I'm pretty sure there's no way this guy's making it out alive of season 1. He's not really a major character, but I'm going to throw him on this list anyway because I'm pretty sure he's some sort of dead stormtrooper who's been reanimated via the Night Sisters, and that mask is pretty telling. Anytime we get a cool character in an awesome helmet, say like Marok or even Captain Phasma, they pretty much always die with no explanation of where they came from or what their story is. Another thing to consider with Enoch is that supposedly he's like the second in command on the Chimera right now. We already know that Pelion is in the other galaxy and will likely be teamed up with Thrawn going forward. Pelion, if you don't know, was Thrawn's second in command on the Chimera in the Legends books, and I think that's going to kind of continue the plotline into Dave Filoni's movie. So I think we're going to see a lot more Pelion in season 2, and I definitely think Enoch is getting replaced. I think Enoch's there kind of for the cool factor and to definitely fight someone. Wouldn't be surprised if we see Ezra or Sabine take him out. Would be pretty cool if we see Sabine maybe use the Force for the first time in doing so. As for our heroes, I really just don't see any of them dying this season. Definitely not Ahsoka. She already kind of had her death and rebirth scene in episode 5, and I don't think Sabine or Ezra would die. You know, they've been on this journey together to find each other. They finally did that in episode 6. I just don't see them taking that away from us this quickly. Hera, of course, is safe. She's in the new galaxy, so even if Thrawn shows up and destroys the fleet there on Seatos, I don't think that she's going to die in any capacity. We can't leave Jason as an orphan again. That would just be another Jedi orphan story, and we've had way too many of those. So I think Hera's here to stay for quite a while, probably even throughout the movie that's going to happen. On top of that, the only other thing I can really say is that Thrawn is not dying. There's absolutely no way. He will be our big bad villain of the Mandoverse, unless, of course, they're unveiling some sort of new villain, the one that is calling to Balin here on Peridea. If it's like the Yuuzhan Vong or something along those lines, you know, possibly the Zepho. I could see that being the case, but it looks like Thrawn is going to be the new leader of these Imperial remnants, and it looks like he's going to make it back to the galaxy without any problems. Of course, we've had leaks and rumors, alluding to that as well. So he's safe. I really hope that Shin is safe. I definitely think we're going to see some, undead stormtrooper casualties, maybe some Night Sister casualties, and I gotta imagine that, like I said, Balin, if any of the Dark Jedi go down, it's got to be him, mostly because of the real world implications as well. I'm not sure if they would have had time to re-edit things or change things around if they hadn't written it that way already, but we're gonna have to wait and see, guys. We only have 2 episodes left, and I'm super excited for it. Thrawn was absolutely incredible. Lars is killing it. Ezra casting is spot on. Iman is absolutely killing it as well. But let me know what you guys think. Do you think we're gonna see any major character deaths in season 1 of Ahsoka? Who do you think is safe? Who do you think is not safe? Leave a comment down below. Please do hit like and subscribe, guys. Once again, thanks for watching.
Lolo Vanu Matafa.